This is Newcap News with Nicole Stilger.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. The 4th annual Canadian Patrol Concentration wrapped up last weekend, a 2-week-long event put on by the Canadian Maneuver Training Centre at CFB Wainwright, challenging the participants' stamina, morale and strength. It's designed to test the Canadian Army's regular and reserve forces on their basic soldiering skills. The terrain, distance and weather, just a few of the challenging elements of the CPC as the soldiers look to complete the almost 40-kilometer long-range patrol, which takes about 3 to 4 days.
The patrols come in an 8-person patrol and they're run through the whole gamut of tasks associated with conducting a patrol, from getting orders, passing on orders, developing a tactical, prosecuting a tactical task behind enemy lines.
24 teams from across Canada, including one team from the UK, participated in the event, all with the same objective and all facing the same hurdles.
Get to the location, achieve their task, gain information on enemy or a specific area, and then return back, and as well as do a patrol debrief where they pass on the information that they've gathered.
The weather is a huge challenge. During the day it's somewhat bearable, but I think at night, as you know, it tends to get a little long and cold.
We have a live enemy out there, so people from the operations group, a contemporary operating force, that is replicating the near-peer enemy that you would expect to experience in other parts of the world. As well, they're also dealing with stress and pressure.
The troops, I think, are having a pretty challenging time. We have this perception of Canada in the British Army because we train in a base down in Suffield, a few hours south of here, that it's all rolling prairie. So it'll be quite a surprise for some of them to have come here and, having had experience of the prairie and see trees.
The CPC tested the soldiers both mentally and physically, but the vast majority of the troops finished the patrol with their full teams intact, and upon completion, it's a similar feeling for everyone.
The pride that they feel. Obviously, they're very fatigued, sore, all those great things, but you cannot take the smiles off their faces as they're, whether they're receiving a certificate or a medal. So the sense of pride they're taking back with them is quite large and well-deserved as well.
Nicole Stilger, Newcap News. Well, the Salvation Army's food bank is constantly busy feeding those in need in Lloydminster, so it should come as no surprise that the holiday season is one of their most crucial times to receive donations. In this week's Retrospect, Gina Martin shows us how the legacy of the Christmas Hamper lives on.
The Christmas rush is on, and except for Santa's workshop, this is one of the busiest places around.
That's the understatement of the year. This is our busiest week of the year. We give the hampers out and the food comes in.
With the help of a Paradise Valley youth group, officials with the Salvation Army in Lloydminster finished packing over 400 food hampers on the weekend. The Christmas dinners to go now sit waiting to be picked up. Dobson says on Wednesday and Friday, almost 450 local families in need will stop by to pick up their holiday bundle, but she worries that they can't reach everyone.
I believe there are, and I believe that we're going to miss some because for the simple reason they won't come forward and let us know that they're in need, and I wish they would.
Each bag contains everything to give people a traditional holiday meal, from cake, fruit and coffee to turkey and fresh buns. And thanks to the support of the local community, the food bank will again be able to fill all its orders.
Last year, the Salvation Army filled over 300 Christmas hampers, and the number is believed to rise this holiday.
The economy is definitely going to play a big role in our numbers this year, so I do believe they're going to go up.
Already, the food bank is seeing less items on their shelves, which could result in some long-term problems.
The food that comes in through the November, December is what gets us through to May or June. So being low right now is not just low for Christmas, but low for the beginning half of the year.
But Weinberger believes the compassionate citizens of Lloydminster will rise to the challenge as they have before, making sure nobody goes hungry come December 25th. That's all for Retrospect this week. I'm Gina Martin.